If I am silent enough, you might be able to hear the snow. I don't have to dream about a white Christmas because I got one. I'm not dreaming of a white Christmas because I got a white Christmas today. Thank you, Plow Truck, for being so loud. You may have potentially ruined the song. It's okay. It's Christmas. Christmas is here. Last night was wild. I went to a lovely Christmas Eve dinner, and I danced to Spanish music, and I also sang karaoke. John Legend, to be exact. Dude's got an incredible voice. It was a fun night. And the thing that I want to look at here is I remember last night when somebody was, a woman was inviting me to dance, right? And there was something in me that just said, go. Just go into the magic moment, right? Just let go and have fun. And so I did it, and I danced, and it was great. I don't know if it was salsa or if it was, I think it's pronounced merengue or whatever. It was a Spanish form of music, and it was wonderful. It was absolutely wonderful. The thing that I'm looking at, though, is that throughout my life, I have really done what's required to, I'm going to call it, expand my comfort zone. I used to think of it as stepping outside of my comfort zone. But now I'm realizing that it's just expanding my comfort zone. And the way that I see it is, it's a matter of what's possible for Chris. And the reality is that anything and everything is. And that's just the way that it works. And the same thing with the karaoke when I was singing to John Legend. I remember just feeling tense throughout my entire body and really just doing the best that I can, or in this case, doing what's required to relax myself. I felt jittery, I felt anxious, I felt tuned in to everybody else because I learned that, oh, what's that person going to think of me? Oh, what's that person going to think of me? Oh, you know, no. And just being present. And the funny thing is, too, I do remember, like, actually choking up, but then also, like, pushing myself through it. And it was a wonderful time. Before I move on to say what is basically, like, the main message of this video, something that I've learned about specifically the anxiety. By the way, I'm going to emphasize extremely, exceedingly severe, crippling social anxiety. That's what I've experienced many times throughout my entire life. What I have realized about this anxiety that I've experienced is what I would argue to be very simple, actually. What I've learned about anxiety, at least my own, and I can imagine that this is actually applicable to other people's experiences of anxiety, is that, and by the way, I really don't experience anxiety anymore. I haven't had an anxiety attack in a long time. But I've noticed that, and I've experienced life like this for a majority, I've noticed that whenever I'm tuned in to other people, right, worrying about what they're going to think about me, and then having that come back to me, even if it's not real or accurate, causing turbulence in my body and all the, right, the anxiety, right, and just getting the jitters and all of that shit, right? What I've noticed is that when I actually do the work to tune out from other people, right, tune away from other people and tune back into myself and just relax in my frame and just enjoy my time and just be with me and understand that if I'm doing something that I don't want to do, clearly get the fuck out. But if I'm doing something that I want to do and I'm a little jittery, I'm a little anxious, I'm experiencing a little bit of anxiety, it's probably because I'm tuned more into other people and I'm worrying about what they might think of me. What if I mess up? What if I, do this or that, or like whatever, like, are they gonna laugh at me? Oh my God, like, and it's real. But I've noticed that the anxiety usually occurs because of how highly attuned I am to other people. Oh shit, Chris is gonna do karaoke. Oh shit, Chris is gonna dance. Oh shit, what if Chris messes up? Oh shit, what are the people gonna think about Chris, right? And so, when your programming tries to keep you safe, right? When I say programming, I'm going to refer to familiarity, family of origin, comfort, the idea that a person holds of themselves, what they see possible for themselves, what they don't allow themselves to do because of all of the ideas of, oh, but what if I fuck up? What if this happens? What if that happens? All of these thoughts, all of these ideas, all of these beliefs, all of these worries keep a person, I'm going to say safe, but I'm also going to say unhappy. Because the more I expand beyond what it is that I've been comfortable with and familiar with, and a lot of that has to do with tuning out from everyone else, right? And tuning back into myself and bringing myself centered with my body, I noticed that the anxiety just disappears, right? I mean, maybe not like right away all the time, but it usually does. And then I'm just enjoying myself. And I used to think that life was all about just anxiety and depression, until I realized that I just learned to be an empath and be highly attuned to other people's energies and emotions and worrying about what they're thinking and feeling, that I thought that that was normal and regular. And then I realized that I was just so tuned into everyone else. And when I do actually bring my focus, awareness, and energy back to myself and into my body and center, I feel safe. I feel fine. I'm just doing what Chris wants to do because Chris wants to do it. And if other people like it, cool. If they don't, cool. But I actually took a public speaking class, and shit, that class was hard. Mainly because at that point I was still so tuned into everyone else. So when it came to present, I was like, holy shit, this is terrifying, right? But then when I tune back into myself, it's not always easy to tune back into myself, because sometimes the energy is this is so comfortable and familiar to be so tuned into everyone else, so I'm just gonna stay this way and I'm gonna experience this anxiety and oh my God, right? That's safe, that's familiar, that's comfortable. But then when I tune back into myself, I'm like, this is fucking awesome. I'm doing this for me. And if I do mess up, cool, I'm human. Just the way it works, right? So the way that our programming, at least the way I see it, the way our programming tries to keep us safe is, it's kind of like, imagine you try to move forward in life, but there's an invisible wall. It's like I look like a mime, probably. It does that, right? The mind is powerful. No, Chris, you can't do that. What if you mess up? What if you make a mistake? What if everyone laughs at you? Ha ha ha. Theatrical. But truly, that's really the way that programming works. The program is, this is Chris's comfort zone. Everything inside of this comfort zone is what is comfortable and familiar to Chris, and anything outside of that is going to produce anxiety. But the way of expanding that is all about tuning back into the self. This is my own experiences of life. Tuning back into the self, because when you're so tuned into everyone else, you're just thinking, oh shit, what the fuck are they going to think about me? What if I mess up? Oh my God, that'll be terrifying. That'll bring me back to a time when I was younger that I fucked up and everyone laughed and I was like, ah, right? And it's just wild, because the programming literally keeps a person trapped inside of that comfort and familiarity, which leads them to doing the same things over and over again. And based on my own experiences, it also leads to a profound amount of unhappiness. Imagine if you spend your entire life not doing what you actually want to do simply because your comfort zone keeps you trapped inside this idea of, oh, well, what if I fuck up? What if I make a mistake? They're all going to laugh at me. What are they going to think about me? Oh my God, I'm so highly tuned into it. No, just bring your energy back to yourself. It's not easy in my own experiences, but, well, also in my own experiences, the more I do it consistently, the simpler it gets and the easier it gets. And then my experiences of life become centered around what is it that I actually want. Not what do I need to do to make them feel a certain way or make sure that they don't make fun of me. No, I don't have control over that. And that's exhausting, by the way. So when your programming tries to keep you safe, it's usually because you're so tuned into everyone else and you're worried about what they might think about you. And it also has to do with just stepping into that moment and that unknown and that, yeah, I'm human. I want to try this. It really doesn't matter what everyone else thinks about me. I'm going to choose me. I'm going to be authentic to me, and I'm going to enjoy this moment. I'm going to bring my awareness back to myself and into my body and allow myself to feel safe. And during this holiday season, and all the time, of course, it's wonderful to feel safe within yourself. Not just with other people, but within yourself. A lot of people struggle to feel safe within themselves. Sure, feeling safe with other people is absolutely important, but do you feel safe within yourself? And what I found is that bringing my awareness back to myself and into my body physically and grounding is what allows me to achieve a feeling of safety. And it's wonderful. Merry Christmas, everyone. I hope you all have a wonderful, safe, and just beautiful day.